Welcome back to another video. Today we are reviewing the Travis Scott Fragment Jordan 1 Lows.
You already know.
I'm here with my boy Yenny, Umberto. Quick shout out to Tommy for bringing in his pair of the Travis Scott. We obviously didn't hit because we don't got that luck, but Mr. Tommy was able to hit.
On a retail pair on sneakers.
On a retail sneakers pair. Shout out to him.
If you want pairs that you want to bring in, we'll definitely do a review.
Our thoughts on the box. I think with the packaging, they did a pretty good job. I do like this plastic they put over the box. Gives it a little bit more of life to the box.
I think I have the old pair, or the first pair of the highs, and I think this box is actually better than the brown, especially since this is all the regular old pair looks like, compared to this when they actually put like a film over it. Especially since it has Fragment, Jordan, and Cactus Jack all on one. I think it's pretty dope just like that. I think this is one of the best boxes to come out in a while, in my opinion. Especially since you don't ever see Fragment and Cactus in the same place.
I think they should have dropped more apparel, but what they did was pretty dope.
I think so. And I think the color of the box matches, hopefully, is going to match the color of the shoe. Haven't seen them yet. 8.5. It's going for around $1,500.
Which is nuts. Which
I think is crazy because the first ones, the brown pair, did not do that good when they first released. They only were doing like $600 to $700. Even to this day, they are finally climbing up to those prices. And the fact that these started off and are only going to go up.
Market in today's era, with a lot of competitiveness, with the reselling, it really did just, I think it's at its peak point. I mean, it's going to go up over time, obviously, like every other shoe, but usually back in the day, it would start out low and then start going high. I think it's worth it if you're going to tone. It's a pair that I wish I could cop, but it's too much money for me.
Yeah, I wish I could cop too, but personally, I want the whole collection. But I'm not trading any of my shoes for them.
He said I want the whole collection. This release, I feel like it was a little bit better than the Jordan 1 High because they actually released on sneakers, so people actually had a chance. I mean, Travis Scott is cool and all that, but once you get to his website, you know, that shit gets botted like crazy. I mean, they took out, what, 3 million people for this release?
On a bot online?
Yeah,
that's insane.
Imagine the Jordan 1 High. It probably had a bunch of bots that cooked.
And then we saw tons of people with pictures of them having like 100 to 150 pairs. Like,
yeah, it was.
And I think they did a better job with this pair. Like you said, they filtered out 3 million bots.
I mean, I saw people hit, like on Twitter. I mean,
and I saw normal people hit, which is what I want. Like, personally, like...
It was just a smoother release than the usual release.
Like, obviously, we're not going to hit everything retail, but it's nice to see other people actually hit. Because it shows it's going to the sneaker community.
And at least I hit on the hoodie.
Yeah.
At least I hit on something.
On the apparel, like, I think overall this is one of the better Travis Scott releases.
Alright, so now we're gonna unbox this thing.
I love the pink paper.
Just so you guys can see it. Pink paper.
They put them in the other Travis Scott 1 Highs box too.
Yes, sir. There's the back of it.
Fragment on the heel.
And the Cactus Jack.
So what do you personally think of Fragment doing a collab with Travis Scott?
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't think they did anything on like the actual collab. I mean, if you really think about it, you put this one compared to the very first one that he dropped, it looks very similar.
Jordan 1?
The Jordan 1 though.
I think they did a good job collabing together because, like, if you know the iconic blue Fragment Jordan 1 High that I can't even say his name, Figueroa.
At least you know who he is.
Yeah, Hiroshi. His famous Lightning. He's not, and they're not only just releasing like the Travis Scott collab, they're doing his dunks, which I think just having that on the shoe is iconic, and especially since all the shoes he's done has been limited. Like he did the Jordan 3s earlier, and I just like how Jordan brand is putting more shoes out because back in the day they were limited. Like you couldn't get pairs. Only the people that knew someone got pairs. So I think it's actually a good idea that they're doing collabs, and I think they did keep the original color for the blue, which was on the Jordan 1 Highs.
Yeah, that's facts. I give them that, which is fire.
What do you think of the color combo they did on these?
I love the color. I mean, I'm a big fan of blue. I think fire as color. I mean, I would tell them for sure. I mean, I don't know.
I think what's dope is they did the black, white, and blue, and then how they have the lettering here,
I mean, it has it on this side too, right there.
and then how the swoosh color is different on the outside and the inside. I think that's super cool, and how it matches the tongue on the shoe, and the laces also match the swoosh.
And I like the cream. I mean, the trend right now is vintage. A lot of people are wearing vintage and coloring shoes, putting them on this cream color on the soles. I mean, even shout out to Bobby, even he does that.
We've seen people even use coffee to stain their shoes to make them look
stain
old.
shoes. So I mean, it's just what the hype is around right now. So that could be a reason why the price is so high nowadays. And it just gives it that nice little touch of cream. Even the laces. I mean, I think it's just.
I think they did a
fire.
beautiful job on this shoe, especially since it's a low. Also, like that's never really been a thing. I remember 2 or 3 years ago, Jordan 1 lows. Like if you saw wearing those, you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Now you have people spending $1,500 on a Jordan 1 low, which is just insane.
Now you can't even see them in stores. Even a regular low is sold out in stores. Like it's nuts.
And then what I always love what they do with the releases, how they put Cactus Jack and then they still have Jordan brand. And they keep it original but also with a twist. It's like they keep the same thing. And another thing I love what they did on this was on the tongue. They put Cactus Jack on one
Oh, they actually did that shit?
and then Fragment on another.
Okay, that's gas. Yeah, that's the only
The
downside.
downsides, they didn't put a stash pocket in it. Cameraman, what do you think?
Yes, sir.
I'm not a fan of lows, but if I'd have to choose, I think I'd have to do a 10 out of 10 on these.
A 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
And why do you say that?
That's because I've always been a fan of Fragment and Jordan, and this collab just blew it out of the park.
Being a sneakerhead in the game for a long time, what do you feel about like collabs like this occurring between rappers, fashion designers, and such?
I think it's crazy because back in the days, nobody would ever have thought, rappers would have been influences in the sneaker game. They were back in the days, but they would come out with their own brands.
Yeah, I remember like the only big rapper I can think of was Kanye in our time period, which is what they released Red Octobers in 2012, and then DMX with Adidas. I think the material they killed.
Like in a good way or bad way?
I think they did a great job because I don't know how they're gonna crease. Like I haven't seen on foot videos yet, but I think personally, like the leather's good.
I mean, the leather's really
The
good.
swoosh like material's amazing. I love how they did the cream,
Comes with extra laces too. Got it, no.
black and blue. Personally, what I would do is put like half blue,
Half black, half
and
blue. Yeah, I know.
And what I've been seeing the new trend is like the half and half laces, which would be dope. But the materials are amazing. The black is great. The blue. The only thing I would be scared of wearing the shoe is dirtying the white, because that shit just gets dirty.
You don't wear
quick.
white, bro.
Yeah.
You dirty that shit anyway, so.
Yeah. That shit, one coffee stain, yeah, it's gonna be cream like this color. The Jordan collab is they always keep the Cactus Jack, so if you have a blue light, you'll see it,
You can see it without the blue light.
which is insane.
I mean, I don't know if you can. You can't see it.
I'll give you $2,000 store credit.
Store credit.
There, if you do have sizes, let us know. Hit us up on the DM, email, whatever you want. Even in the YouTube comments, if you are selling or want to sell the shoes, you can always comment on there.
1 through 10.
So what's your honest opinion on these 1 through 10?
Mine's a 9.5.
I'm gonna give these a 9.
They're a solid 9.5. Material's good. The shoe looks good. It'll go crazy with a nice ass fit.
9. I think the lows have been better. Please subscribe.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe. We get
Hey.
a lot of views and you guys are subscribing.
Turn on the notifications too. Ring that bell.
Make sure to comment down below. Leave the comment of your opinion. Remember, the 1 through 10. Don't forget about all that.
And if you have any questions or want us to do on our next review, let us know.